Hey, modeling friends. Hope this video finds everybody doing exceptionally well and having a good week, even though it's Monday. So, hope you got a good week in store coming up. But been a while since I've done any kind of bench update and uh, been extremely busy. But I thought I would combine two videos into one and do cancer awareness video update number one, and also just a quick bench update also. um, I'm doing the 59 Cadillac Eldorado. We're doing it in pink, and um, you hadn't got real far on it. I'm just kind of limping along. Like I say, I've been busy and I got a lot of stuff that I'm working on too, trying to tie up some loose ends on the bench. So anyway, without rambling on any further, let's get started on this thing. Let me see if I've got my pink in here, and I'll show y'all the color that I am doing. No, I don't. It's outside. I think it's about Dance Slipper Pink, or it's a Krylon. And I had trouble finding a pink that I really liked, and this is it. And what I'm doing is, see if we can get down in here pretty low. What I'm going to do with the interior on the pleated parts, I'm going to come in here with a maroon color and kind of give it a little bit of different offset there for the interior. And I'm almost certain that the dash was padded on here, and I'd kind of like to do that in burgundy too. Actually, I said maroon, it's burgundy. But I don't, I'm not using a spray gun yet. I do rattle cans, and as y'all know, the only burgundy I have is I'd have to brush on, and I just hate to give that dash a brushed on look. So may not, I don't know, but I'm almost certain that was a padded dash. But coming on a little bit with it, I've got the engine pretty much done. I don't have the pulleys and all put on it yet, fan belt. This thing called for an Oldsmobile blue, and of course the only thing I had was a Ford blue, but it just is what it is. I darkened it just a tad, but to get it close, but it's a little bit different than a Pontiac blue, it looks to me like, but the Oldsmobile blue. So anyway, thing's got a massive set of pulleys on it. Time you get the compressor and the alternator and the air pump and the whole 9 yards on this thing, it's a full house on that deal. But I played around with this paint a little bit. What we're going to do is paint it with the pink with a white top, and this is one real light coat of pink on this car, just kind of to play with it. Now the top I have finished. I've taped it off, and we've got a pretty good glare going here, and we got the top finished, and I'm about ready to start with the body, to paint the lower half of it. So that's kind of what we're going to do on this thing. But my little girl had been after me to do a pink Cadillac ever since she went to Graceland, and I decided I'd kill two birds with one stone on this cancer awareness bill. But so we're moving along on it, slow, but we're making some progress. I've kind of gotten a lot of the frame done on it. So tonight I intend to set the engine on the frame and mount it, and maybe get far enough along with the wheels and the tires and all to get those mounted up. But gonna attempt. I got to have this by the 17th for Papa Dan and Caleb. This is gonna be my entry, if I can possibly get to it, into the snap tight deal. We're gonna need to try to get started on that tonight too, if I can, because this model is pretty in depth. It's a little bit more. There's quite a bit of parts on this little thing. It's a little more than just your average snap tight. Working on the Ford Ranger. a little bit. Hadn't got much done, and this is kind of the color we're looking at. And of course, the chrome will go over right here and cover any, any uneven lines on the paint. But we're doing it in a dark green and a light green, and I hadn't decided if I'm happy with that or not. But got the 40 model Ford going too, and this is a little flathead Ford on it, flathead V8, and these were all over the board on colors. I seen some blue, some different whatever color to match the bodies, and a lot of them were a funny looking green color, and I didn't have that at the night I started it. Everything was closed, so I went on with a Ford blue. I've seen some that color, so it's okay. We're going to do this in the Phoenician yellow. It's a Ford color with beige interior with burgundy pleating on it also. So, had some disappointment with a 65 Plymouth Satellite, the Mobius kit. The windshield had some horrible fitment issues, and I've had to send off for another windshield. And I don't have the door handles, anything on it, and I've just got the body mocked up on it. But this was absolutely one of the most enjoyable kits I ever did until I got down to the windshield. Mobius says they don't have any knowledge of any fitment issues, but I'm telling you, the windshield is too dadgum big. It pops out of the, there's no way to keep it in there. Of course, I got glue all over it, so had to send off $2 to get another one. So, but I'll give y'all a completed update on this thing when we get finished. And I finished the 64 Impala. Boy, I really enjoyed this build. And this is one of my favorite body styles of the Impala lineup. But I wasn't looking real forward to this build, and I kind of fought getting started on it. And man, when I got into it, this is from the Lowrider series of AMT, and when I got into it, I just couldn't stop. And I painted it. This Model Masters. This is an actual GM color. It's Nassau blue, and this thing come out, I thought, looking pretty good. But so I want another one or two of this one, because I want to do one in a black and one in a solid white, both of them with maybe red interior. But yeah, I was really, really proud of this thing. So that's 2 down on my Impala lineup. I'm wanting to collect all of the available Impalas from 58 to 66. I've got a 66 built, now 64. I've got all the rest of them in my stash except a 58, a 60, and a 61. And I'm hoping Santa's good enough. Maybe he'll remember me this year. AMT is supposed to repop the 58, so we'll see. If they get it in time for Christmas. My next Impala build is going to be the 65 Chevy Impala. I have 2 of these kits. One of them, the next one I do is going to be factory stock. Y'all know I really enjoy doing the factory stock builds, but I'm going to do one in a factory stock and then one maybe kind of a souped up model, or maybe even do it the way the Foose box arts calls for. But that's what's going on here. I appreciate y'all watching. Thank you for your subs. Thank you for watching the video, stopping in, and y'all happy modeling. Take care of yourselves. Until next time, God bless you.